What's up everyone, Tom here with another video. In today's video, we'll be discussing the latest stock market news moving the markets right now. We'll also be taking a look together at our technical analysis levels for the S&P 500, Nasdaq, dollar index, Bitcoin, gold and silver off their moves yesterday. We've seen some big moves in cryptocurrencies, and that's thanks to yours truly, Elon Musk and Tesla. Let's see what Wall Street coming into crypto means for the future. Stay tuned. So as I said, one of the best places to probably start today's video is to discuss yesterday's investment into Bitcoin. This actually happened while we were live streaming on the markets, and it was a big run and it was very fun to watch. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing, come join us on these live sessions and learn a lot about the technical analysis of the markets and how we read and interpret them together. So Musk's Tesla basically invested $1.5 billion. That's right, $1 billion into Bitcoin, and this sent the cryptocurrency cracking through that 42,000 high, and in fact it's way higher than 44,000 as of the time of this recording. It hit well over 46 just before. What does this mean for the future of cryptocurrencies? Well, I guess this is the first moment of mainstream, and what I mean by that is we have a S&P 500 company purchasing cryptocurrency as part of the asset holding. And this is, I think, monumental. Not only has it pushed really Bitcoin into the forefront, but it's also slightly validating Bitcoin as a store of value. And of course, Musk has been spearheading this for some time with his comments about hashtag Bitcoin in his Twitter description and his love for the Doji coin. Though I must say that is a very pump and dump kind of asset. But anyway, it's been moving up recently. Democrats also unveiled their details for the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. In this, they're basically saying that there could be $1,400 payments, and they plan to expand tax credits, etc. The market already expects this, so it's been moving up in anticipation of it. The market's very, very hot right now. We're seeing stocks go everywhere, but if once these payments come through and everything happens, I expect a big portion of this to potentially go into stocks, specifically stocks that are very pumpy, like SPACs as well. And we have weed stocks and space stocks and all of these types of things moving very, very hard in the markets right now. I've said this a few times and I'll say it again. Right now in the markets, the best thing to do is probably to look at individual stocks rather than indices for your investments. There's plenty of great opportunities in individual stocks right now. Let's get stuck into the technical analysis though. The VIX or volatility index 21.2 here, and you'll see that this particular 21 level has always been where the volatility index has been finding support now for pretty much all of 2021 and even the back end of 2020 in December. This level seems to be the level where the VIX will hold here, and then volatility will come after that. Just remember, if you're ever going to trade the VIX or volatility index, it's often short-lived like it was here. So make sure you get in and get out, set your alerts, and be ready for it. 21 and 20 key support levels. If the VIX gets under 20, I guess we're back into a normal market. Right now, again, anything can happen. Let's take a look at the dollar index, and this is actually falling through. And this was our concern yesterday. Mondays in currency wars or currency trading in general are usually very, very hard. They're often known to fake out. Before the US session yesterday, we actually had the dollar index finding some steam. Then the dollar index fully went down, and look at this candle. This is actually a shooting star candle in the middle of the trend, coming off an engulfing candle on our favorite time frame, the daily. Nothing here is good for dollar index. We're testing the 90-80, basically the bottom end of the support right now, and it must find support on this 20 moving average. If it does not, the dollar index is pretty much doomed. Now, I'm not actually bullish on dollar anymore after the non-farm payrolls and this bearish candle that came through. I also feel that we need to get past this now, past this high here, to take out the stop losses that will be there to really show us more bullish intentions. But this particular level right now, it's so critical. 20 moving average, continue to watch that. If we get through this, where do we go? Back down to the 90. After that, back down to the 89.2 and the continuation of the trend. And this all comes off the back of realistically getting incredibly close to that 20 exponential moving average on the way down. Resistance, resistance, possible further short off incoming for the dollar index. This makes sense when we look at other things such as gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Let's start with Bitcoin here. So we saw this in our stream yesterday. I wanted to show you the little setup that was happening that we were talking about, and we actually drew it up. We actually had this one drawn up into the market live. Basically, we were talking about this exact level. We were saying that we loved the fact that we had these two rejection wicks that had been closed off against. We had the retest, and then this was pretty much where we started the stream. And just after that, the Elon Musk and Tesla news got bought out. And take a look at this 1 hour candle. Let's just slowly bring this up for effect. Wow, look at that. That is a big move. And I'll tell you what, completely smashed the 42,000, which was expected as soon as we got through that 38.5 level, the Elon Musk candle. I was very comfortable with this smashing through, and Elon helped it through with Tesla kind of stuff. We had a long leg doji, the normal kind of, flash 1 minute kind of crash down there and then pick up straight away. And we've continued to move higher. We've actually hit just under 48,000, 45,000. You'll notice here just before the 45,000. Let's get 45,000 on the charts. Just before that, it sold off. Now it looks like we're moving towards the 50,000. What do we expect to happen again? Bitcoin always does this. It goes up close to a level, and just before that level, $200-300 before that level, it tends to have that sell-off period. Like it does that sell-off. Now, is 50,000 an amazing psychological target? I would definitely say so. I would be surprised to see this thing to smash through 50 on the first touch. But, weirder things have happened recently. 46, close above 45, maybe some consolidation now. Next move up to 50 is the key, and then I expect some resistance there for sure. But Bitcoin's well on its way to be a serious contender for store of assets versus things like gold. Speaking of gold, what's going on there? Well, we had the support becoming the resistance. You can see the market has been hovering around that zone, but as the dollar index falls, gold is breaking through. And this is a great lesson for people that you can identify a great zone. This 1830 is the correct zone. This is a very good zone. But when you break through like this and close above, you don't just sell this zone because you think, oh, great area. You wait for a smaller time frame change of trend, 15 minute, 1 hour, depending on what time frame you're looking at. When we do that, we give ourselves the chance of not getting this kind of thing going on. It's consolidated above the price now, and it looks like it's making a new high as of the time of recording here. And gold is again looking relatively long. As long as that dollar index continues to fall, gold and silver should be really moving back up to these 1870 resistances and possibly even higher for silver. Obviously back to the 30 is the aim. 1870 is the next targets for gold. Can we move back up there? Things are looking super bullish right now. Let's take a look at the daily close. Everything's looking pretty good here. Another daily close above. 1850 is going to be a little bit of problems just from so many moving averages. But when we clean that, 1870, and if we clean that, 1900 and back to the 1960. I'm still pretty bullish on gold, silver over the medium term, and I think things are looking fine here. Silver, again, above 27.10. That was the key break. We've moved above that. Long leg doji on the daily. Let's have a look here at today's move so far. Everything's looking really good. Moving averages behind it, above the structure. Things are looking bullish. We just need to clear this 27.56 now, and then that will probably trigger further buying. And I believe that this will not only probably go to 28, but possibly back into the 29s as well, and maybe even touch the 30 over the next couple of months. There's a few things going on for silver that we'll talk about in this channel that I think will bring it back into the forefront. And remember, have your 30 alerts set. That's going to be fireworks and very sweet to see the metal if it ever does get past that zone. Before we get into the stock markets, I want to reiterate things like look for individual stocks. Here we've got yesterday a absolutely beautiful structure formation. We talked about it on the stream last night. This is net Cloudflare. Look at that. What a beautiful channel. We see the break close of the 4 hour. It's continued on a bit. This is an absolutely amazing looking channel. It proofs into just above 100 as well, so around that psychological zone. And I would probably expect this to possibly have a little bit of a pullback and then hopefully move on to the 100. But amazing channel. Thank you very much to Klim for sending this one in to me. And if you have things that you're looking at, remember to share them with the community. Share them with me in our public Discord channel. Share them in the comment section down below, and we'll share them with the community together. S&P 500, what is there to say right now? daily 20 moving average, that's the one that's been the pickup kind of level. So if we do see any selling, that's where I expect the first pickup to occur, and nothing's changed. We're aiming for the trend line. Bullish momentum into the trend line. Now, if we hit the trend line today, we're probably going to be hitting around a 39.40 kind of zone. I expect this to remain the selling pressure. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would it stop now? So 39.40 resistance. I would expect some selling pressure to come through there, and possibly just something like this where it comes up, comes down, hits the 20, goes up on its way to maybe the 4,000 on the market. So nice moves here on the SPX, still looking really bullish, but individual stocks have been performing better than the overall market right now. Same for the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq came down, had a little test of the previous highs. Let's have a look at the 1 hour here. This was a great spot for day traders. I'm sure a few were there, and I'm sure a few of you guys got this one, picked it up at the 13.6, just slightly above, and then took it long. This was a nice little zone here that happened yesterday, and pretty standard kind of play. You look for previous resistance peaks, look for the roll reversal, had a moving average on the 1 hour. 1 hour is a good day trading time frame, and everything's looking good. We're putting pressure back on the resistances tonight, and if the S&P 500 goes to hit that trend line, which seems pretty likely, then we expect this one to also go up, possibly like a 13,750 or 13.8. So everything's bullish right now in the markets. Bitcoin, the standout. Ethereum will probably come a few days after, as in when Bitcoin starts to consolidate, you'll see Ethereum start to move heavily. I still have this feeling that Ethereum is undervalued to Bitcoin over the year, and hopefully that continues to play out. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to subscribe, hit that alert button. We will be doing a stream tonight, 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's so much excitement in the markets right now. Bye for now, guys. Peace out.